Welcome to Reload. Today's episode, we're going to take a look at Hot Shots Golf for the Sony PlayStation. Let's reload. If you like what you see today, or if you're new to the channel, be sure to follow, hit that like button, comment down below what you like, what you don't like, ring the bell. Hot Shots Golf is a fun little game. It's got a couple modes for you to try out. Regular stroke play, tournament, it's got a mini putt-putt course, and it has a versus mode. Playing it's pretty simple. Tap a button, start the meter, tap it again at the power you want, and then tap it as it comes back to center in order to complete your stroke. Timing is everything in a golf game. Mess it up and you suffer consequences of the ball going the wrong direction. So in versus mode, you have to battle against the AI player in order to unlock that character. The first one's not too bad. You know, Mary versus Yuki is what I chose to do. Mary seemed to be a pretty easy character for me to try and use for the first time. And Yuki was the character I'm trying to unlock. The AI player in the beginning of unlocking characters is not the brightest AI ever, but, you know, it gets the job done. Makes it a little bit of a challenge. You can see here that I had to play 16 holes till I can get to a point to where I had enough up on Yuki in order to unlock her. Almost there now. But that's alright. I'm going to give it a nice little attempt here. 39-foot putt. We're going uphill. Oh, and I was just a little bit too much to the right. Maybe a little too extra speed as well. And it's in there. Perfect. And that'll win the hole, and that'll go ahead and unlock Yuki as my new playable character for me. And that's how you unlock characters. Now that sounds all well and good, but as you progress, it's not as easy as it sounds. Here we are again, 16 holes in, and I birdie it for a draw, but I'm already 3 up, which allows me to unlock Sam. Also unlocked a new course to play on in the process. And you unlock new courses by playing the game and getting points for, you know, birdies, hitting the pin, staying on fairway, and stuff like that.
Nice in.
Here I am again using Yuki.
Nice in.
Now this time it went into overtime, so we were even going into hole 18, or coming out of hole 18, so it became a sudden death round. And at the beginning of one, I won. So hooray! And we have unlocked Ralph.
Nice in.
Now Susan, she was a tough cookie, and let me tell you, but I managed to get her without going into overtime at the end of the 18th hole. And with Susan, I tried to use her to go against the next character, Buzz. Now, the AI for Buzz is extremely unforgiving, and unlocking him proved to be quite a challenge. So much so that I rage quit multiple times, and eventually I ended up giving up playing the game. It's what dragged this episode on for so long to be released, and I'm not going to lie, and there it is. Ralph is a tough opponent. The AI for Ralph is just amazing, and it's a shame at the same time because this game is enjoyable if you're not unlocking the characters. But his eagles from out of nowhere are just horrible. They just ruin any chance that you think you had. And he would do it to me multiple times on the same holes. And it would be near impossible for me to try and get the same score. I don't even know. It was just very frustrating. So after a while of getting beat by Buzz, I went ahead and I did go back to tournament mode and actually enjoyed myself. But as you can see here, finishing up the same hole with Susan, I'm trying to now attempt to do what Buzz just did, and it is just not easy. I mean, I hit the pin, you gotta give me that, but it still was not enough to beat him here. And the frustration just built up. Rage quitting, powering the console down, that way it doesn't save. Or I would try and get a really good run all the way up to hole 9, and then you could save mid-verse mode. So then you could try and defeat him over and over again on the back 9. Man, it was tough. It was super tough. So I would say that that's probably the worst part about the game is unlocking the characters. Good thing is a game this old has cheat codes, and you can use cheat codes to unlock all the characters if you want to just enjoy the game. And honestly, I'm going to have to recommend that. I mean, give it a shot. See how far you can get on unlocking these characters. But, man, when you get to Buzz, you'll see what I'm talking about. Even before Buzz, Susan was a tough cookie. She was really hard to beat. So you'll see. You try it. You'll find out. So let's talk about the game itself. Okay. So the game itself is I think it holds up pretty well. The graphics is not horrible. You know, it's your standard PlayStation 32-bit graphics is what I like to call it. Maybe it's more than that, but it's nothing spectacular. It does the job. You have the avatars that keep you entertained with how they win and how they lose. Each character reacts in a different way, so that's kind of cool. But all in all, the game is still fun. I mean, there's an eagle that I just did there with Susan, and, you know, it is possible to have a good time. So if anything, I would say give it a shot, but don't base your whole game experience on unlocking characters. Take a break from it. Head over to tournament mode. It's just you against their score, and their scores aren't too ridiculous to beat. It is a multiplayer game. You do have the ability to share a controller. I want to say you can do 4. I remember playing this game with friends, and we got a 4-player game going using 2 controllers. You just, you know, pass the controller off to whoever's turn it is, and there you go. It does the job. But it is a fun little game. But I think it holds up graphically. It's not horrible. Hell, Mario Golf on the 64 is just about the same graphic-wise. And that's an enjoyable game, too. Obviously, it's hard to compare the avatar style that they're using for this game when compared to a Mario game, because Mario characters are so recognizable. So I want to thank you so much for checking out my channel, checking out today's episode of Reload. Really means a lot to me that you've watched these episodes. And if you enjoyed what you see, please hit that like button. Let me know you appreciate it. Let me continue to make some more of these episodes. Season 2 is off and running. We are more than halfway through the season here, and we're going to pick a couple more games before we are done with this season. And I have other games that are in the works that I want to bring to you on my channel just as a watch me play through an entire game. I've been doing those recently, and you guys are responding well to those, so I thank you so much for your support on there. As always, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I will see you on the Reload.